Hey guys, this is Barwood Town and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan video. What I wanted to do for this video is I wanted to see how far we could get in the GT Goku event with the Heavenly Events team. So the new team that came out with AGL Gohan just under a week ago now. I've got Gohan all awakened. What we'll do is we'll build a team. You can kind of see my thought process behind building a team for him. And we'll see how that team holds up in the Legendary Goku GT edition. Again, where it's a long event, we do want to try and prioritise stacking units where possible. But yeah, let's go in and we'll have a look. So, there's a couple of units here that already kind of jump out at me. Because of Gohan's ability, I'd want to bring Piccolo. I'd want to bring Piccolo anyway, because having that Piccolo just on the team triggers the unit super attack for Gohan, so achieved when there is an ally whose name includes Piccolo or Krillin on the team. So that means we'll, as well as stacking defense, we'll be able to greatly raise attack for a turn, and the stunning doesn't really come into it, but it means we'll be dealing a bit more damage. So we'll include the Gohan. We'll also include this Super Saiyan Gohan, and again another defensive stacking unit. We'll bring Transforming Vegeta. He can get up to quite high defense stats. He stacks for the first 4 or 5 times he's on rotation, as long as you're getting your super attacks with him. So early on in the event, the priority is to get him super attacks. I think we'll bring this Gotenks. He becomes really strong in the last couple of stages. He'll greatly raise his attack and defense for one turn, but then when you can actually transform him into his Super Saiyan 3 version, he's stacking for 3 turns and doing multiple supers, and yeah, he just becomes a bit of a beast. Now for that last spot, we've got the new Garlic Jr., but I just don't think he gives enough to this team. As I've said in my previous video when I've done a showcase for him, he provides a buff to extreme class allies, and we just don't really have enough of them in the team at the moment. That may well change with the release of new Super Boos and things like that, but at this moment in time, I don't feel too comfortable running him on Heavenly Events. The two units I'm kind of torn between, looking at it here, are the physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, attack and defense plus 150, plus an additional attack plus 70, defense plus 30, and medium chance of evading enemy's attack from 7 turns. So yeah, probably not the Gotenks. He seems quite time limited there. The other units I was thinking of bringing were the Easy A Goku and Gohan tech unit, or the Vegeta and Trunks unit. Both stack attack and defense, but I think with this Gohan and Goku, they provide a buff to Goku's family category allies. Again, they don't have the best attack and defense, but I'm looking at them. It looks like I've given them some crit when I was doing their hidden potential system. Why would I do that? What a spanner. So they're the two units I'm torn between. How much additional do you have? 12. But you don't provide the support type ability. What does the Trunks do? I rarely use this unit, to be honest. Deck of defense plus 140 at start of turn. Loses key. Yeah, so he gets weaker as well. Yeah, I think the safer bet will be to go for these guys. We might have to try and protect them a little bit on the Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but they do stack defense, so I'd like to have thought that they'd be able to take care of themselves for a little bit there, especially if we try and keep them off rotation there when we get to that point. So that's I think the team that we're going with. I'm aware that the last stage of the event is tech, so AGL, I'm not going to have too much of a buff there, but where my AGL units are all high stacking units, they should be at good defensive levels by the time we get to there. I've seen a comment from Paragon Till Death. Goku for sure benefits the Gohan. Read my mind. Great minds and all that. So yeah, we'll jump into event here. It shouldn't be too hard to find friends for this unit at the moment. I say at the moment, I think it will be hard to find friends for this unit going forward, and as the time goes on, because there's going to be a lot kind of newer units, and his lead skill really isn't the best. So it's better to try and get this showcase out now while I can, while there should hopefully be a good number of friend units we can use. Heavenly Events, AGL. There we go. I think that's one dupe in this one. That's fine, and these prioritised additional as well, so perfect. So they're the items we're going to go for. Again, Princess Snake and Android 8. I'm quite comfortable with those items. In terms of a support memory, there isn't really a buff for this team. If anything, I think I'll go for the Android 17 and 18. As I mentioned in a previous video, when I'm not sure in regards to a support memory, I am more than comfortable to bring 17 and 18 just because they do give you that 18% HP boost, which is really quite helpful. So we'll jump into the event here. So essentially we want everyone to be stacking. I think literally everyone other than Gotenks and Vegeta, once he's fully transformed, stack. So big hopes here. I do want to prioritise the physical Vegeta, getting his super attack where possible though. Just because he needs to stack to be effective in later rounds. This would be perfect. So the Gohan, he'll always activate his unit super attack because we have that Piccolo on the team. We're getting our super attack with the Super Saiyan Vegeta. And we'll just let Gotenks... We'll float Gotenks off really until the last stage. He shouldn't be taking too much damage throughout. And then once we transform him up to Super Saiyan 3, he will just go crazy. He'll be doing so much damage. So, this is good. I do love this Gohan art. Masenko! Right. Do we get an additional with Vegeta? That'd be big. Oh, I thought it was for a second. It's a shame the contrast between the Gotenks that came out and the Boo that came out alongside them. The Gotenks I find really useful. It's not being sour because I didn't actually manage to pull the Boo and I still haven't got him. But I generally think I've pulled the better unit there. I wouldn't really change it. We've got the two Gohans on rotation here. So what links do they share? Fierce Battle, Saiyan Warrior Race. I think if we can transform with this Gohan, he gets Gaze of Respect. No, links don't change. I know I must be getting him mixed up with the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Anyway, we want to prioritise stacking. I'm not too worried about keeping Piccolo around. I know he'll look after himself in the later stages. I love that cross animation when you activate the unit super attack. Let's get Gohan to super, and then, assuming that the Goku's not dead, Piccolo gets super at the end. Another good reason for having Piccolo on the team is his foresight. I've used it in a couple of videos between this Piccolo and the STR Jace from the Ginyu Force. The ability of foresight is such an overpowered ability in this game. You could be stacking two units and you know you've got a weak unit in the third slot, but you're like, oh, well, there's only one attack in that third slot, I'll be fine floating him off. But if you've got foresight and you can see that that third slot is getting super attacked, you can protect the unit, and it's such a useful ability. Okay. So again, I don't want to change my rotations too much at this point. So they've got Saiyan Warrior Race and all in the family. So that might even be a rotation later on in the game. Goku and Gohan sitting at 100k and they stack, so I can work with that really. Again, my main focus at this point in the event is to be getting the transforming Vegeta built up. Okay. Piccolo when he sees Giant Ape. Yeah, it's going to be a struggle there, but I'm thinking I'm going to have enough defense, and I'm anticipating me using the majority of my items in or around that stage. That fight, with the amount of AGL units I have, I don't see it lasting more than 4, maybe 5 turns. I think one Princess Snake to protect the Piccolo would be more than enough, and I think he'll be on at least kind of 200-300k defense if I can get a couple of super attacks into him. So whilst it's concerning, I'm not too worried because I won't need to use items for the last maybe 2 stages of the fight because everyone's going to be on 300-400k defense. That's the plan, at least, anyway. We'll see how it goes. I'm genuinely curious because I haven't tried this even off camera, so I do hope it goes well. Looking at the Gohan here, 180k, and the LR Gohan, pretty much the same, to be honest. What you'll find as well is especially in the later stages, I will be non-stop healing anyway, just because I've got such high defense stats. So as long as I make sure that I am trying to get the high defense units, the same color orbs, I think I'll be alright. Paragon till death. True, in reality, that Vegeta is going to be the liability. Good luck, man. I agree with that. I do agree with it. That's why I need to prioritise him getting his super attacks. My transforming Vegeta's got full additional as well. So the chance of getting an additional super just to give him that extra little buff should be pretty high. Pretty much any defense I can get him, I will be. But certainly when he's built up, Vegeta will be getting floated off, and he hopefully won't cause us too many problems in that fight. It's always the Great Ape. He is always the bane of my life in this event. Okay. So, to be fair, the transforming Vegeta is sitting at 190k defense. Look at Gohan's, 275. Looking good there. Just want to make sure we can get a super attack with Piccolo as well. Perfect. So the key's fallen quite well for us on that turn. I don't think it's going to fall quite as well for us in the next turn. 3.2 mil attack stat there from Gohan. Looking quite good. He'll still deal damage, this Gohan. You don't judge him purely by the damage, especially by the kind of trends of recent Dokkan Fests putting up stupid attack stats. This Gohan you judge more on his defense, and he is buffing the rest of the team as well. I believe it's key +3 and 30%. I'll check that in a second as well. But as it's a Heavenly Events team, and he is the Heavenly Events category support, he's literally supporting everyone on the team. Let's just double check what it is. So attack +158 when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack and defense +58% when there is another Heavenly Events category ally. We're all Heavenly Events category allies, so we're going to be getting that buff all the time. Plus an additional attack +58% and stuns enemies attacked by the carrier's super attack within the same turn after receiving an attack. So essentially put him in slot 1, and if he gets attacked before he attacks, he gets an extra 58% attack boost. We'll kind of disregard the stun for this event. And then, yeah, key +3 and a defense +58%. So correct, he doesn't give attack, it's purely defense. But the numbers are just staggering. So bear in mind, we're only on Super Saiyan 2 Goku here. We've got Kid Gohan at 240k defense and LR Gohan at 265. We're just going to be healing so much. I think this is going to be one of those runs where I'm confident that we'll do it. But it's one of those runs equally that you have to put a fair bit of time in. So 128k there on a super. And this is what, the 3rd stage? That's more damage than I'd like, to be honest. But we're taking nothing from normals. And I'm really confident that we're going to heal the majority of that next turn anyway, just from collecting orbs. Okay. Hopefully these guys can get some additionals. I am worried about them against the Int stage of the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So any additionals or any super attacks that they can get, that will be really helpful. Okay. So it's times like this where having that Gohan on board is really quite useful, because this Vegeta loses a key link when he transforms into God version. So the fact that Gohan is giving him 3 key makes it a lot easier. Looking at it, I still don't think I'm going to be able to get it. So I don't mind floating Vegeta off rotation now, because it's going to be the last time he supers. Ideally, I want him there, though. I don't think I'm going to get him the super attack, to be honest. Unless I leave him in slot 1 and hope he gets an additional. I think that's probably going to be the way forward. He's sitting on 230k defense, so it's not the worst. But if he does get caught by the giant ape, I might be in trouble. I still think he'll take double digits from normals from the great ape. But yeah, I'm not too confident. I think that would be best, though. If I do that, if I give the Gohan that orb, he'll give us healing, but he won't super. If I let Gotenks super, and then I'll just hope that Gotenks doesn't kill him, and then hope that Vegeta can get his last super attack in. I think that's the better way to go. And then, once this rotation's played itself out, I'm going to try and work the Tech Gohan and Goku back onto this rotation, and I think that will work quite well. or Gohan can do that, you know. The best laid plans and all that. Okay. So, this rotation I shouldn't have to worry about here. 200k, so that Gohan defense, if you remember, is lowered because he received a super attack previously. So that defense will shoot back up next turn. What I'd like to mention here is by having Piccolo on rotation, I can see where that super attack is coming. So I probably would have had the Kid Gohan in slot 1 anyway because I want him to gain the extra 58% attack when he attacks. But if I was in kind of a desperate situation and I had to pick an order for my units a bit more kind of to protect myself, I can work around that super attack. So it's a really good idea to have this Piccolo on the team. I do want to try and get Piccolo all those physical orbs at the top there. Volume's gone down. Let's turn that back up. Okay. So it's good that Kid Gohan, Super Saiyan Gohan's going to get a super attack in first as well. So he'll be well over 300k defense by the time that super actually comes along. I'm looking at the Dokkan meter as well. I've got one eye on that. I don't think the Dokkan attack will wait until the Great Ape. I think we're going to end up getting it in this battle. But it's not the worst thing, because it means we'll go into the Great Ape fight having full health. So that's certainly a plus. So we knew this super was coming. Shouldn't be horrendous damage. 80k on stage 4. I'll take that. And I know that because of the units I've got on the next rotation, I'm going to heal most of that back again. Okay, so now that we've got Gohan and Goku back on rotation, look at Kid Gohan's defense. 475, we'll call it. So he shouldn't be getting touched. We want to boost the defense and prioritize the Goku and Gohan unit, though. So let's see how much health I'll heal off of one orb here. So I'm on 370 HP. If we pick up one, that one orb's taken us up 20k HP. We're going to be absolutely fine in the healing department, especially as we're going to have one of these guys on each rotation. And we've got the Dokkan attack as well. So that'll be a full heal anyway. Oh wow, I actually managed to hit all of them. That's a rare occurrence for this channel. I'm looking at my rotation there. I probably still should have left Kid Gohan in slot 1, so he got the attack boost. I don't think I'm in any danger of killing this Super Saiyan 3 Goku this turn. So probably a bit of a misplay there, but I just wanted to guarantee that Goku and Gohan were getting their super attack in. 3.64. Double super. I was tempted to go back in and do a second summon video and try and get a dupe for this Gohan. I was so tempted because he is really good, and just by getting him that one extra dupe and just pouring additionals into him, it's going to make him an absolute beast. But he is already really good, and there's just so much good content coming to Global Dokkan in the next couple of months. The Dokkan attack. Yeah, I could have got it. I could have got it with the Kid Gohan. I managed to hit all the dots, so I was happy with it. Look at all those orbs. Oh, I really want to get them all with Vegeta. I do. Um, I don't want to have him on rotation. I'd rather float him off because I reckon there's a chance we could kill the Super Saiyan 3 Goku here. I don't want Vegeta to come back on rotation for a bit. So I'm gonna do that. I'm high on health, so I didn't need all the HP. It's fine. Let's do that, and we'll set ourselves up for orbs just in case we don't kill him this turn. I'd like to think we will though. Nah, don't think we will. But it's alright. If anything, we'll have Piccolo on rotation next turn, so we'll be able to get another stack into Piccolo before we go into that Great Ape, and it'll give us a chance to float Piccolo off for another rotation. How much damage is Vegeta doing here? Oh, irrelevant. Alright. And we know we're getting supered first turn. Thank you, Piccolo. I'm curious to see how much damage this does. So we'll put Gohan with 517,000 defense in front of that. How much health are we going to heal? So we're on 445. One orb's taken us to 466, so 21k heal there. And that should be the end of this Super Saiyan 3 Goku. How much is this doing? Double digits. I've got a little defense lowering there, but I'm really not worried about it. I'm still going to be well over 400k defense going into Great Ape, and that Gohan's going to have type advantage. So by the time the defense lowering wears off, literally, we're going to be fine. I'm really glad the Gohan didn't kill the Goku there. I'm glad that the Super Saiyan Goku here has been able to get another super attack in. And this takes us into the Great Ape. So I have to have one eye on my next rotation. I know that I'm going to have Vegeta coming onto rotation next turn. Looking at it here, I can't see us taking too much damage here. The Gotenks is on near enough 130 defense, but he does greatly raise defense for one turn. So add 50% to that, he'll be sitting on kind of 185, 190. Mine's got 13 additional as well, so there's a chance of him getting another super, which will bump him up even more. We've got a comment here from Unconscious Bullet 87. Anyone play Legends? I've dabbled in Legends. I did like Legends. I just couldn't get into it, and I found myself playing Dokkan so much that I just didn't have the time to really invest in Legends. What I do though, and I don't know if I'm the only one, I'll pick up Legends in the dry spell before the global anniversaries, because we tend to have quite a dry spell before the anniversaries, and you really want to save your stones. So it kind of scratches the summon itch by playing Legends for a bit before going into it. Paragon Till Death, not so much. Usually only to kill time before Dokkan's anniversary. 100% agree, Paragon. I do like parts though, the graphics being the main one. One of my favourite things about Legends, I love the summon animations. I'm absolutely hyped when I get like the Broly summon animation, or the Whis looks pretty clean as well. Let's have a look here. So we'll get attack with Gohan, that Gohan, and here. So I'm hoping ideally, if I'm going to get super, it's going to be one of the Gohans. Gotenks will still take a fair bit from a super, even if he does get an additional. So hopefully it's either no super or he supers one of the AGL units. Okay. So doing pretty well damage-wise already. There's the super. Shouldn't do too much. 8, that's nothing. I'll take that. Again, I would have been worried if Gotenks was taking that super, but I'm not too worried about this, about either of the Gohans getting hit. So, the first test. Again, this isn't a no-item run. I'm not fussed about having to use items. This is just to see how the team handles the event. We're sitting on 250k there with Vegeta. He's my main unit of concern. He won't take much from normals, but if he gets supered, he'll take a lot. I reckon it would kill us, even though we're at full health. I'm going to use the Princess Snake here just to make sure we're fine. I reckon we will be, but just as a precaution, really. We'll get Goku and Gohan another super, so they'll be kind of on 260, 270. They're building quite nicely. I'm happy with that as well. And we'll go here. So it really is just the Vegeta and Piccolo I'm worried about taking damage in this stage. Ideally, I do want to get through this stage as quick as possible. And double supers will definitely help. I didn't even check his defense. Did anyone in the comments see what his defense was going into this turn? I think it's got to be near 600k at this point, surely. Crits, we take those. So he hasn't supered yet, so I'm still hoping he doesn't super this Vegeta. Oh, he dodged the normal, takes the super. Okay, so if we hadn't have used the Princess Snake, we would have been dead there. 100%. So we took 260 with 30% damage reduction. We would have been blown away. The question is... No, I was literally going to say, are we going to take a super attack on Piccolo in slot 3? And why is that? I'm fine, because Piccolo has foresight. I can look at this and I can be like, I'm not taking a super attack anywhere here. I can be quite comfortable with what I'm doing. We'll pull that down. Everyone gets a super. What's Piccolo's defense now? 200k. So similar to what Vegeta's would have been, I would have taken a lot of damage on that turn if I had to worry about a Piccolo being supered. But because I don't, I can be a bit more free with my team selection and rotation selection. Paragon till death. All I saw was Vegeta was at 240. So that would have been in response to Gohan. Yeah, I was only looking at Vegeta there. I just like, Gohan's going to take care of himself. I'm not worried about him. Vegeta, damn, like, what's he going to do? I'm glad I did the right move there. And phew, yes, only took 260 odd K. But you see what I mean about items, that they're so important, just knowing when to use them. It's something that just comes through play in the game, using your best judgment. Once we're past this ape, I don't think I have to worry too much, genuinely. I'd say normally Piccolo would finish, but unless he crits, no, he's not. So Piccolo at 200 plus defense is still taking 20k from normals. I want to put the Gohan and Goku in slot 1 so that they can get another super, but it's getting attacked 3 times, and I don't trust that one of those isn't a super. So I'm going to leave Gohan where he is. Gohan at 800,000 defense. What do you reckon? We're not taking nothing with him, are we? Let's see how much we can heal. So 800k defense, 1 AGL orb. So we're on 372. What's it going to take us up to? 400. So it was what, a 30, 40k heal? Oh, it's just nuts. And this is the back of the giant great ape, thankfully. So honestly, I'm feeling quite confident at this point. Everyone is really well built up. We aren't taking too much damage unless it's kind of a tight neutral super attack. At 800k defense, I feel that Goku would hurt himself hitting Gohan. Oh yeah, I would agree with that. It's like punching a wall. Like literally, you come away with a broken hand or something like that. How are these guys doing? So 500k for this Gohan and nearly 600k for the Super Saiyan Gohan. So again, they shouldn't be taking damage. I'll keep floating Vegeta off. He should be fine on this stage, type advantage. Even a super attack isn't going to do much. Let's get into it. So we'll take a bit more healing. And yeah, we'll try and bring those physical orbs down, because I think we'll have Piccolo on rotation next turn. So by having those physical orbs there, how much is this doing? It's doing nothing. I'm well happy with that. And there's not a lot of units that can actually do that to this Goku and be like, nah, I'm not taking that damage. Okay. 4.5 mil from Gohan. Casual. I'm quite invested here now. I really want to do it. I really want to make sure we get this win. Type advantage, so this should do a good bit of damage. Vegeta contributing. And a double super. We like that. So out of the transforming units, so it was the Goku and Frieza, the AGL Goku and the Tech Frieza. They're the transforming versions of those units. They've had their Easy A, and it's just this Vegeta awaiting his Easy A. And I think he'll be a really strong unit when he finally gets that. So this is a strong rotation. Even the Piccolo's up to 230 defense. Goku and Gohan up to 260. So again, I still want to prioritize them if I can. Get them up more defense going into the last stage. I'm conscious they've got type disadvantage, but because I've got Piccolo on rotation, the ability of Foresight, I know I'm not going to get supered, and they shouldn't take much damage from normals, if any at all. And again, we're just constantly healing. We've got a nice line of AGL orbs there for the next turn, so the next Gohan, if we can get 4 or 5 AGL orbs, it might even be a full heal for us. Okay, making good progress here. Double digits. To this Goku and Gohan, they're really not here for their damage, but just by having them on rotation, they are providing attack and defense to the Kid Gohan, who is a kind of the main focus of this this video anyway. But they're just ticking along. They're not taking much, but they're not doing much, but they're buffing the rest of the team. 500k defense, 600k defense, and 130. So we've got a couple of attacks there at the end. The Gotenks will raise his defense by 50% on Super, so he'll be sitting at kind of 200k anyway. I reckon I'm going to go for an Android 8 here. I probably don't even need to. But as I've said earlier in the video, the point of this isn't for the no item. It's just to get the event done and just check that it is possible and just have that playthrough. I've probably bottled it a bit there, but it's not worth it. I'll be so annoyed if I get caught by a random super or something there and it just wipes Gotenks out. And things are lining up quite well, depending on the kind of the progress I can make into this Goku. Ah, yeah, see, I was fine. That Gohan wouldn't have taken much from a super. Yeah, depending on how things work, how much damage I could do to this Goku, we are lining up for the Dokkan attack. So if we can get a Dokkan attack going into the last stage, on the tech stage, maybe even with Gotenks, that'll be doing quite a lot of damage and giving us a full heal. So yeah, really comfortable, really happy with how we're doing at the moment. Okay, just chipping away. I do really like this Gotenks. Like, I'm looking forward to getting him to transform. Double super. So we didn't even need to use the item because the unit I was worried about getting supered didn't super. Didn't get supered, but then he's double supered anyway. So he would have been on kind of 250 plus defense. Yeah, probably closer to 300. So I wouldn't have had anything to worry about there. Yeah, so we've still got the second turn of the Android 8. Gohan, 1.4 million defense with the Android 8. Goku and Gohan, 440k defense, so they shouldn't be taking much either. Okay, so I reckon next turn we shouldn't get the Dokkan attack. So hopefully we can get this Goku dead either this turn or next. No additional there. This won't do much with type disadvantage, but the Vegeta should come back and do a fair bit of damage, assuming we don't get dodged. So yeah, trust him to super the tech unit. So that was 100k. So the Goku and Gohan had 450, I think. They've been supered for 100k. Oh yeah, of course he dodges. Yeah, so I think because he's dodged that, we're going to be stuck using the Dokkan attack against this enemy. Again, it's not the end of the world. Piccolo on 273k defense. He'll super attack and be over 300, but he is getting super attacked at the end. Type advantage with over 300k defense. I'm not too worried there, to be honest. Let's just make sure we can get Piccolo his super attack. We're going to heal a fair bit anyway because we've got 3 AGL orbs sitting there for us next turn. And yeah, look, if you look at the Dokkan meter at the bottom, you can see we are getting a Dokkan attack next turn, pretty much regardless of what we do, unless we just avoid super attacks. But that's not going to happen. Again, I would have liked to have had that second Dokkan attack on the tech stage, but at least it means we go into this tech stage on full HP. Okay. Double super, so that means Piccolo will be on kind of 350k-ish defense now before taking this super. How much is this going to do? $12. Nothing. What I'm going to do now is I reckon I'm going to float Goku and Gohan off. I want to keep this Gotenks around for the next couple of stages because it's tech next. I'm going to save the transformation. I'm not going to quite use that yet, but I've got in my head in the next rotation or two, I want to be able to transform with him. Let's do that. We'll be getting the Dokkan attack as well. See if I can make it 2 in a row and hit all the nodes. So before the Dokkan attack as well, we've been hit, so we've got that extra attack plus 58% buff from Gohan's passive. Pressure's on. Nailed it! I'm on fire! Okay, so there's a 4.2 million attack stat there. There we go. Yeah, so hopefully, well, if Gotenks double supers, it'd be at this turn. I don't think the Goku and Gohan will do enough damage to kill him if it gets to them. Dodge, no, that's fine. So that means essentially the first turn we have against the Tech Goku, we're going to have Gotenks. We can just transform and we can just literally eat popcorn and watch him go to town. What defense? 500k. We're on full health. We're not taking damage from anything really. Yeah, really happy with how this Heavenly Events team has performed. I think they're in their element in a long event like the Goku event. If there was, say, a Heavenly Event, oh wow, got supered for 129 damage. Not worried about that. But say there's a Heavenly Events Super Battle Road that comes out in the next couple of months. This team might struggle with that because a lot of the units need time to build up. There aren't very many turn 1 go units. Tig Old Bitties 503. Now if they had an off-rotation support. Yeah, if only. I am looking forward to that STR, Piccolo and Krillin when they awaken, because they'll be a lot more runnable on this as well. Although, to be fair, this physical Piccolo is doing the job. Okay, so thank you to Piccolo. I can see that we are taking a super in that first slot. Gohan's on 842k defense, so he should be fine. Let's transform with Gotenks. I'll be quiet so we can admire the beauty that is the animation. There we go. So just to familiarise people that maybe haven't seen this Gotenks for a while, so he greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns and causes immense damage with a high chance of stunning. Stunning kind of goes out the window in this event because you can't stun. So he's raising attack and defense for 3 turns, or rather greatly raising. Passive, attack and defense plus 100%, plus an additional attack plus 100% when performing a super. Key plus 3 and great chance of launching an additional super attack, so 70% chance for 4 turns. So for those 4 turns, he's going to be doing a lot of damage because there should be just super attacks left, right and centre. Let's play through and see just what he does. I can see he's getting super attacked in that first slot, but with type advantage, I'm not too worried, even though it's before he's actually attacked himself. Yeah, 200k. It seems like a lot, but in reality, that's not even half of our health bar, so I'm really not worried. And again, 3.4. So I've got a lot of additional on my hidden potential system, so he could triple super here, and he's greatly raising attack and defense for multiple turns each time. No, so he's got a double super there. And he'll carry that through till he's next on rotation as well. So he should be doing a lot of damage and have a lot of defense next turn. Gohan still supporting 3 million attack stat. Bear in mind that Gohan is giving 58% defense to the rotation as well. So even though we're on that last stage, he is still supporting the team. Dodges the Piccolo. I'm fine with that. Piccolo probably wouldn't have done too much damage anyway. Paragon till death. I may be wrong, but I think Gohan with his 800k defense would have tanked better than Gotenks, even with type advantage, maybe. You're probably right, to be honest. I think I got a little bit carried away. I got too excited to be like, oh yes, I can finally transform with Gotenks. Let's put him slot 1. But thankfully, we're just in a really good position that it doesn't really matter what we do. We weren't going to take too much damage on that rotation. So we are in a position here to actually use Gohan's active skill. So it can be activated when HP is 58% or less. We just haven't been under that HP, to be fair, throughout this rotation, throughout this gameplay. Recovers 30% HP, guards all attacks for 1 turn as if he needs to guard, and raises all allies' defense by 20% for 2 turns. So pretty OP. You guys tell me, 638k defense. Does he need to guard? But we'll pop the active skill anyway. We'll have a good look. Boom. So what's he on now? 760k defense. Look at the Super Saiyan go on. Over 1 million. That's nuts. Let's give them both an AGL orb. And just, just get that extra healing. Because, we need it. We might take too much damage and die this turn. Oh, wow. I'm really impressed with these Gohans. Really. .6 mil attack stat. So they're still doing bits. Like, by all means, 3.6 mil is not a bad attack stat when you're doing this much for the team. 5 mil, just, casual 5 mil from LR Gohan. Not doing as much damage I would have liked, but it's just the type disadvantage. They were never going to do too much. And again, same with this Goku and Gohan. They're not going to be doing too much, but they're not there for that. I did forget that the Goku and Gohan were buffing this whole rotation as well for 30%. Now put that new Gohan with the STR movie hero trunks and watch them eat supers left and right. I didn't actually pull the movie hero trunks. That was a rotation I would actually love to see. But I didn't pull them. I was gutted. I didn't even get Broly. Like, that whole celebration, I just got shafted. Did you manage to pull the Gohan Tigol Bitties? Why not? Let's do another Gohan. Because, we want this Gohan to be guarding as well. You got him 90% trying to get Broly after 1.1k stones. Damn, you went hard on that. Did you... So you got him 90% trying to get Broly. So you've said trying to get Broly. Does that mean you didn't actually get him? You got the Broly. Oh, fair play. I was going to say otherwise. I'd have been gutted for you if you didn't get him after spending that much. Fair bloody play. Paragon till death. Oh wow, good shout. Yes, great shout. Tiggle Bitties. I got the new Gohan in 150 stones on a Black Rift. Oh mate, that's nice. I did the same as you. 150 stones. I've got the summon video on my YouTube channel. Literally, I was like, we've got so much content coming our way. I'm gonna 3 or 4 summons I'll save for heroes. Third summon, Goku flew on in his own, and then Zeno popped down, and I literally lost myself. Like I was like, ah! And it was my first summon stream as well, so I was like, it couldn't have ended on a better note. So fair play on that Black Rift. Congrats. Paragon till death. Tiggle Bitties. Oh geez. Glad you did get him eventually. I think it took me about 700. Yeah, I mean, you guys spent a lot. Like, I'm glad you both managed to get him. Tiggle Bitties. Yeah, after the freezer shaft, my luck just went insane. Was that the physical freezer? The one that came out in January for... I can't remember the celebration, but yeah, it would have been the transforming freezer. I got shafted on that celebration as well, man. So we had the whole step up banner fast, didn't we? Where we got all our stones back for the step up. So I got like 600 stones, plus the 300 or 400 I'd already spent on the freezer banner. I reinvested those 600 stones all into freezer, really wanting to get him. So I spent over 1k, and I didn't pull him. Didn't pull him. I was fuming. AGL freezer. Is that the final form one that came out at 350 million? I'm trying to think which AGL freezer it could be. So super attack getting hit here. I know LR Gohan's going to tank that, so I'm happy there. He's got a bit more defense. Let's get some healing, and let's go back to Piccolo. Oh, the full power one. Oh, did you manage to get the full power? Did you get the Goku as well? Oh yeah, we all have that moment. I'm blonde, leave me alone. Yeah, I got the... I can't remember which way around. I think I got the freezer first. It was only my second Whis animation. So we did it as a group of friends, went round to a friend's house and kind of did group summons and all that. And I just got Beerus and Whis flying, and I was like, what? No, that wasn't it. That was... Oh, I'm getting myself mixed up now. So it was the anniversary we did the group summons. The download celebration, we just did it on our own, just kind of shared our pulls. But yeah, I remember I got the Whis animation at the same time. My friend who was also summoning got the Black Rift. So there's just both of us in our like group chat just going mad because we were pulling everything. Yeah, Goku, you got him in 200 stones. Frieza on a Rift, 4k. Oh mate. I mean, at least you seem to have a habit of pulling rifts, so fair play. 4k though, rainbowing 7 featured. I'm assuming you would have already had those featured going into the banner rainbowed. So, I mean, I bet on the bright side, you're at least sorted for chain battle going forward. That's crazy, man. Let's see what Gotenks is up to here. 255k, and he's greatly raising defense, so Gotenks should be absolutely fine in slot 1. If it means anything, I got 4 LRs back to back on 250 stones on the Part 2 LR banner. Did you? Which LRs did you get? Were they the new featured ones or kind of the unfeatured ones? You have Figo G to Rainbow thanks to 5 Year. Now is SSR and TUR a Rainbow. Oh, that's what I mean though. Chain battle around the corner. They'll come in handy for the Janemba chain battle. Have you actually rainbowed them though? So you've put in like resources to do them. Or I suppose if you've got that many LRs, you can just feed the LRs in for super attack. Paragon to death. Okay, well something to balance it out a little. So the LRs you pulled, Gumku, nice. LR Universe 17, and then the new one. So one each of the new ones. Mate, fair play. You can't do much better than that from 250 stones on that banner. You just unlock their potential. I don't blame you. So there's no point really wasting 20 Kais just to take them from 1 SA to 10 SA if you're not going to use them. We're slowly grinding away here. It should only be another turn or two, but I'm fully convinced that we've won it here. It's definitely one of those teams that it's a long grind. You don't jump into this thinking it's going to be done in 20 minutes. And I've been talking to the chat and stuff as well. But I think this team is a long slog because they are quite a defensive team. But I've really enjoyed it and seeing all the animations and stuff as well. So if you guys have pulled the Gohan and thinking of trying it out for yourself, I definitely recommend it. It's been a really enjoyable run through. Surprised the 5-year LRs didn't come back. The Blue Fusions, yeah, they haven't been around for a while actually. I'm trying to think of when they last came out. They weren't on the download banner. They weren't on the... Were they on the anniversary banner? I don't think they were they? I can't remember I can't remember who was on the anniversary banner now. No, they weren't. So, yeah, I mean, it's been at least kind of 4 or 5 months for the Blue Fusions. I still haven't got them rainbowed. I think I've got 3 dupes in Gogeta and 2 or 3 in Vegito. But I would like to get them rainbowed. Wow, so we've taken a fair bit of damage here. Tell you what, I don't even need to use an item, and the reason for that is, look at all these AGL orbs we've got there, and Gohan on 1.1 million defense. Let's see how much we heal here. Oh, that felt good. I like that. Didn't need to worry about the item. Dupes for Vegito Blue would be nice, not so much STR Gogeta. Why, have you already got him rainbowed for the Gogeta? Were they out with 5 GT Goku and Int Vegeta? Yeah, that might have been the last time we saw them around, actually, because I think they were on that banner. When was that? That was still like 4 or 5 months ago, wasn't it? So yeah, it's been a while. They're definitely due a return. Still smashing this event. Bar and a half left. Absolutely fine. For people that have just joined in or haven't been here since the beginning, we've used a Princess Snake and an Android 8 so far. Didn't even need to use the Android 8 when we did, really. I don't think we'll kill him this turn, just because it's primarily AGL units, and the Tech Goku at the end isn't going to do much damage. Next rotation, when we've got Gotenks back on rotation, I reckon that'll be it for this, to be honest. Sure, do have him rainbowed. It's a nice unit to have rainbowed. To be fair, from your fusion team sounds absolutely lit if you've got all these Gogetas rainbowed. Paragon, I seem to remember getting 1 of each blue fusion around then, 2 dupes in Gogeta, just the 1 in Vegito. So, yeah, I mean, they be 2 years that they've been out, to be fair. So you'd expected them to be on a couple of celebrations by now. So they're definitely due to come back. Are they on the Gogeta banner? The Tech Gogeta that's due to come out after Heroes? Tiggle Bitties took me 1.1k stones for Gogeta and didn't get squat in regards to Vegito after 2k on 5 year. Damn, you went hard on those. I got Vegito. I was kind of the opposite. I got Vegito quite early on, and then it took me... It must have been 700 or 800 stones to get Gogeta. And then I got Gogeta on a Goku Black Rift, and I got 2 in the same multi after all that. So, this should be the last turn here. AGL Kid Gohan, 1,150,000 defense. He's not getting touched. Let's put him in slot 1, see if he can get the finish. If not, I'm sure Gotenks will clean up here. So 3.6 mil, decent enough attack stat to end it. You want Paragon to Death, you want Super Vegeta or Tech Gogeta more? Oh, that's a hard one. I'm really looking forward to the Super Vegeta actually. The Tech Gogeta looks sick, and I want him. I'm more excited for the Janemba on there because I really need a corroded body and mind lead. So I'm really excited for the Janemba of that celebration. The Gogeta though, I think the STR Vegito that came out a year ago is better than him. Not to take away though, I would want him. The Super Vegeta, I think we need more Super Vegetas in the game, so I'm really hyped for that unit. And the guaranteed crits, I'm just really hyped for Super Vegeta. Thankfully, most of the stones were free to play. Yeah, otherwise that would have cost you an arm and a leg, the amount of summons you were getting done there. Must have been saving up a while for those celebrations. Animations for both are lit. I'm a huge Gogeta fanboy, so yes, please. Couldn't tell. There's a lot of Gogeta in the chat. We do love Gogeta. The fact that my AGL Gogeta is only 79% disturbs me. How? I suppose he's not really on the mega good banners these days. So if you're saving your stones for those banners, I suppose you'd be missing him. But oh mate, it's bad times when you got the LR Gogeta, like LR, UR, SSR, rainbowed, but your AGL one is still 79%. That needs to be fixed, my man. Paragon to Death, still have no Pycon, and you need the Tech Gogeta. I think the Pycon and Janemba are both on the banner, I think, so it'd be a great chance to pick them both up. Waiting for him to get his EZA. Who's that you're waiting to get their EZA? The AGL Gogeta. He has a high chance to dodge, must be dodging the summons. No, fair play. AGL and Gogeta and Fibroly. They may well. They're definitely due it. They're certainly old units now, 3 or 4 years old. I definitely agree with that, to be fair. And the Broly in particular needs it. I think the Gogeta is still runnable because of his dodge and crit chance. But the Broly, he just can't take a hit. I think he's in desperate need of that EZA. Anyway, guys, we've managed to beat Heavenly Events. We've been able to beat the Goku event using the Heavenly Events team. I've had a lot of fun doing this video. Chat has been awesome in the stream. We'll call the video there. For those of you watching, it's been a blast. Thank you for viewing. Follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And again, I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye, guys.